One character, who will leave their stamp on the MCU's biggest theatrical release to date, Avengers: Secret Wars, was teased recently by a producer from Marvel Studios. The sixth Avengers film in the MCU is on track to be the biggest event in the annals of comic book movies. Fans are clamoring for details, because it is said to have hundreds of heroes from a time long before the MCU even started. Although the MCU's own veterans will make their own claims as well, legacy figures like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine are all on the table for this epic multiversal crossover. MCU characters' impact on Avengers: Secret Wars. Producer Kevin Wright of Marvel Studios discussed Sylvie's influence on Avengers: Secret Wars, the sixth Avengers movie in the MCU, in an interview with comicbook.com's Phase Zero podcast. After making her comeback to television with Loki Season 2, Wright hinted that the show would be a pause where the coming phases run through Loki and his choices in an unexpected way. As we were developing Loki, we were kind of like, oh, in a broad sense, it would be really cool if the coming phases also ran through Loki and his choices, but in a different, unexpected way. It always, those are kind of like broad discussions, but we always are focusing in on just what we're doing and try not to get too bogged down by the bigger picture. If we tell our story really well, the rest of the MCU will embrace it. Wright remarked that Di Martino's Loki variant, Sylvie, has a lot of responsibility as well, hinting at her probable involvement in the film, as comicbook.com joked about Loki being the catalyst for Avengers 6. Comic Book said, "So, Tom Hiddleston's Loki is the catalyst for Secret Wars, confirmed, thank you very much." Laughs. Wright replied, "Sylvie has a lot of responsibility in that too, by the way, with what she's done with the multiverse." Wright is alluding to the final scene of Loki Season 1, Episode 6, in which Sylvie exacted her revenge and killed Jonathan Majors, He Who Remains, instantly causing the multiverse to collapse and the timeline to start branching out of control. Is Sylvie going to play a part in Avengers: Secret Wars? It has previously been established that Majors Kang the Conqueror, with his He Who Remains variant being the first one presented in Loki, will be the ultimate bad guy for the Avengers in both Secret Wars and Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. And given that Sylvie was the one who killed him and released the timeline, it should come as no surprise that the effects of that incident will be felt once Kang and his variants achieve their full capacity. After at least 2 seasons of work on Loki, the big question at this point is whether Sophia Di Martino will actually make an appearance on screen in that film. Numerous Loki actors were believed to have joined the cast of Deadpool 3 prior to Avengers: Secret Wars, but there are currently no indications that Di Martino will be appearing in that significant multiverse film. There is no way to categorically rule her out of Avengers 6, though, given how enormously popular she has grown since her time with Loki and the fact that no other Marvel character in history has ever been guaranteed to be absent from that movie. Disney Plus is currently offering the first episode of Loki Season 2. The release date for Avengers: Secret Wars is May 7, 2027.